Alright guys, check these out. I'm sure everyone, let's see if I can get this thing to focus. Alright, so everyone's seen these. There's a lot of reviews out there about this Sure switch. I like them, I really do. They've got a built-in time delay, so it's a nice upgrade. And pretty solid unit. I've put a lot on, and the only thing is they are quite a bit different than a contactor to wire in, so they can be kind of a pain in the butt to put on sometimes. So I've seen, check this out guys, this is a new electronic contactor, so it's a lot more like a contactor, which I really like to put in. Now this is a lot different from this. This is made for anything, any compressor, all the way up to 5 tons. Really solid contactor. Built-in time delay. That's it. This guy is only for Copeland scrolls. And what this guy does is it's going to monitor the system, and it can shut the unit down, lock it out if there's a problem. And here's a little chart that comes with it. I haven't yet to really play with this. I just got it, and just looking at it, you see these are the line incoming lugs, and there's no spades here if you needed them. I could probably rob a couple off a contactor if I really needed them. But on this side, they actually show if you have a crankcase heater to wire it well across the contacts, across these two, because only one of the lines breaks, I believe. Let's look here. So I just kind of wanted to do a quick review, kind of show you guys some things that it can do. So if the compressor is running and it's tripping out on overload, it starts to sense that, and when it adds up, it will finally lock itself out and display a flash code. Here, this is a little button, and if you walk up to it, you just hold the button and the compressor comes on, and you let it go, it stops. This is kind of cool too. This is some kind of data port, and you can get a special connector and download their software and be able to pull all the history out of this thing. I think that's kind of cool. But yeah, I'll try and do a more in-depth review, but this is just more of kind of like an unboxing and showing you guys a couple things about it. So you could walk up to it, and if there's low line voltage, this will not energize, which is nice. If the compressor is running for a set amount of time and then tripping out on overload for a set amount of time, it kind of just, it starts to kind of know the compressor, and like I said, we'll shut it down and lock itself out. Now this is only for Copeland scrolls. Can't put this on anything else. I don't know why. I'm not sure what would happen. I can't think. LED flash code too. And this count button, if you hold it, it flashes how many times the compressor cycled. You can turn the delay on or off. You can turn the brownout protection on or off. It also will not engage the compressor if the voltage is less than 190, I believe. So here's the instructions that the new CoreSense comes with. It comes with pretty good instructions. So it shows you here that T2 to L2 is a solid bar through that contactor. So they want you to, well, I guess it does kind of show the crankcase spliced. Yeah, it'd have to be. So I don't know how they want you to hook that up, really. But I could fix that. Kind of annoying. But what you can do is you can rob that piece out of a contactor. Probably the old one. You can rob it out of the old one. That little standoff. You just need one of them. Package unit sometimes too. Yeah. It's a neat product though. Here's all the. This is where it kind of talks about how the lockout level. I'll hold it. Yeah. Gosh. Okay. I'll hold this. You guys can read it. If anyone's interested, you can pause it. Those are how it locks itself out. So I'll try to do a more in-depth review when I actually put one on. Actually, to tell you the truth, I might play around with this a little bit and check out, because I have a question. It doesn't make quite as much sense. So I've got kind of a question already. Here on green flash code 3, pressure switch is cycling, compressor runs 12 seconds to 15 minutes, and the trip lasts 35 seconds to 7 minutes. And that's happened 4 times. A low or high pressure switch cycling, thermostat demand, intermittent, time delay, relay, or control board defective. That would almost make it think that somehow it could sense if the pressure switch was cycling. So I might play with that and see if that's true, because in the manual it says something a bit different. Bear with me, guys. Okay. Code flash 3. Compressor runs for 12 seconds to 15 minutes, followed by a compressor internal overload trip. So I don't know. If your compressor overload is tripping, what does that have to do with an intermittent thermostat demand signal? So yeah, I might play with this thing and keep you guys informed. I think it's a neat product. Leave me a comment. Here's the box it came in. There's the part number. And that. As always, thank you for watching. Please rate and subscribe and comment below. I always love comments. Take care. See you on the next one. Alright, so I've got a little bonus footage for you guys. I think this is neat. Alright, yeah. Number 4, green flash number 4. Failed run capacitor. It will detect if the run capacitor fails, and it won't just let it sit there and trip and trip and trip on overload 100 times until you finally get there. I've actually had a problem. I've had a couple compressors die right after a failed run capacitor, and I do think that's pretty hard on a compressor, especially if the people are gone for 2 weeks and they don't even notice. I've had a couple like that, so I felt like that was worth mentioning. Okay, the video's really over now.